Good morning, fellow South Africans and everyone else from around the world, America, France, I've seen Germany, I've seen Australia, I've seen Canada, I've seen, what else did I see? Finland, I've seen the Scandinavians. Guys, thank you so very much. I'm humbled and welcome to my channel. You are warmly welcomed. Here on this channel, we talk about South African current affairs, and we're also a channel that has a patriotic soldier for his country that is under attack. So whenever you come across a video where I am losing it, just know that I am a soldier that is defending the honor of this country. There are propagandas that are going on about my country from people that are illegally here, assisted by their failed governments. They even go into parliament and make all sorts of threats and also spread misinformation about South Africa, and they even gone as far as misleading people about our history. Imagine you get told about your history by somebody whose education system sucks. It doesn't even suck. That is a very nice word. It doesn't exist. Imagine that. But anyways, I want to answer two questions. The first question somebody asked, where did I get this jacket? I got this jacket from YouTube. As you can see, it has the YouTube logo and also it has my name. Let me probably come a little bit closer and show you. There you go. Chances to my good right there. That's because I belong to, I'm not sure if I can talk about it. Actually, I'm only allowed to talk about this after June, because I did ask, hey, this is good news to me. Can I share with my community? And YouTube was like, not yet, maybe after the program. So you're going to have to hold your breath until, let's say in July, then I will share where all of this is coming from. And you'll be seeing more unboxings coming from YouTube on this channel. So yeah. And the second thing that I want to address, there are some people that are asking that I put timestamps on my videos. I understand you very, very much, but it's time consuming and I don't have that time to sit and listen and then cut and then put a timestamp. It's time consuming. I've done it before and it always took me off my upload schedule. And most of the time it leaves me exhausted. And instead of making another video, I'm like recuperating. I hope you understand. I'm so sorry that you have to watch the entire video. But the advantage that you also have, though, is that you can fast forward. So I apologize. I truly am sorry. Well, this video is about shouting at South Africans. Fellow South Africans, we have a problem. You have a problem. The likes of myself and many other YouTubers, they come here and they tell you, you need to participate in government events where it's going to help you. The last time I came to you guys and I said, please, the white paper needs your comments so that the white paper, it passes exactly how we want the policy to be shaped. And I'm telling you right now, foundations such as the Helen Suzman Foundation, Scalabrini, and all these other SERI, and all these other NGOs that take South Africans to court. They got lawyers, they got experts, they got all these people with beautiful English and persuasive. When an opportunity like the one I'm going to tell you right now, they submit those on behalf of illegal foreigners. You don't participate. The minister in the presidency, Ms. Chabeni, did also indicate that we invite South Africans to make commentary, but you guys never do. But at the same time, you complain. And I'm telling you, if you're not going to do this post 2027, you are going to be complaining. And while these people enjoy our country at your expense. What am I talking about? I'm talking about ZEP and LEP. You know, I want to keep out the LEP because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care how you feel about people of Lesotho. To me, they are South Africans. Yes, there are those that are committing crimes in South Africa, unaliving South Africans. And I think it is the Kingdom of Lesotho that needs to chastise these people. I don't know if they do have the death penalty, so that when we catch them here, we send them back home for embarrassing Lesotho and the name of Lesotho. But other than that, to me, South Africans. So I'm not going to speak on the LEP side. Yes, I know you're going to say, but they also take our jobs. Let's put that aside. I'll put LEP aside. But we need to talk about a country that has all the potential in the world. They've shown it before, and I know there'll be people, it was not Zimbabwe, it was Rhodesia. It's still Zimbabwe nonetheless. It did not move when the name changed. It's still that country. And we know and we've seen the capability that it has, whether it was exchange of power or whatever, but we've seen what the ground holds on top and under. So we've seen that. And they have the potential to compete with South African economy like head to head if they were smart. They always go around, we are educated where? Which universities do you guys have? Apart from the University of Zimbabwe, how many universities does Zimbabwe have? Because the Zimbabwean universities that they have is South African universities. So at least we have already pushed that one aside. They got to go back home. They got to go and lay down their lives if Mnangagwa is going to pew-pew them. Hey, listen, it's part of the struggle. So here's the thing, fellow South African, and I will be angry with you guys if I ever found out that less than 1 million South Africans made submissions. Like I said, the Helen Suzman, Scalabrini, Seri, you name them, they already made their submissions. They already made their submissions. Now, let me read the foundation of this invitation by the Department of Home Affairs, led by Dr. Leon Schreiber. The Department of Home Affairs, in brackets DHA, has invited public comments on the future of the Zimbabwean exemption permit, in bracket ZEP. Does it ring a bell? Does it? Good if it rings a bell to you. And Lesotho exemption permit. Like I said, this one, I'm going to put it because they're family, these guys, as far as I'm concerned, with a key deadline for written submissions on the 22nd of June, 2026. The deadline for you to make public comments is on the 22nd of June, 2026. Did you hear? That's how much time you have. So after listening to this video, you better get on it. All you have to say is no. Because they renew this permit on an annual, I think I don't know how many, I think it's supposed to be on an annual basis since 2017. Now let's read further. This process is part of a rigorous public consultation following legal requirements to ensure fair and transparent decisions. Back in the day, they never used to consult with us. At least now, they are involving us, whether we still want Zimbabweans in our country, taking our jobs. Yeah, this part, ZEP, allows Zimbabweans to take South African people's jobs, and they turn around and say, well, these are jobs that South Africans don't want to do. Who has been doing them before y'all came here? Who has been doing them? They did not do themselves. And if we left South Africa, the economy of South Africa will collapse. Let's see. Pack your bags and go. Let's see what will happen. I dare you. Let's see. You cannot be sucking things out of your thumb with wishful thinking and think that just because your presence here is so significant. No, it's not. Trust me, it's not. We are highly capable as South Africans, as we've always been. Your bosses convince you that South Africans are lazy because they want to feel better about themselves for exploiting you. And you take that and you run to town with it. Sad. With current permit currently valid until the 29th of May 2027. So, ZEP was renewed by Leon Schreiber last year for 2 years for Zimbabweans and Lesotho people to the 29th of May 2027. That is a year from now. It will be gone. And in a year, of course, what the Department of Home Affairs needs to do, it needs to start this process so they can begin to see what are South Africans' mentality. And I'm telling you already, the NGOs that hate South Africans, in my opinion, have already submitted. And they're saying yes. Okay, all you have to do, if you don't want to write long paragraphs and theses and dissertations, all you have to do is say no and send. Just say no. Or put a little, and maybe qualify with a sentence. Because South African unemployment rate just shot up, according to the stats that were released, I think, sometime this week. And then if you have a story of your own to tell, how you graduated and you've been sitting waiting for a job, and yet a Zimbabwean is occupied that job that it's supposed to be yours, remind Home Affairs of those things. But say no, comma, and then tell your story, if you have to. So how to submit comments? I'm sure that is the question you're asking, but Clentus, how do we do that? Please pay attention. Take out pen and paper. Please take out pen and paper. And the reason why I'm saying take out pen and paper, sometimes YouTube does not like us to embed links in our description box. YouTube just deletes that video. Because what it does, it takes people off the platform to another platform. So I want you to write down where to submit your public comments. And I'm also going to leave it on the top left corner of this video on the screen for you to, I know you want to go directly, but hey, you have a smartphone that you can send an email to. Okay? So how to submit comments? Individuals, organizations, did you hear? Organizations. And let me tell you something. These illegal foreigners in this country are organized. They are organized. And the reason why some of us have to come here very disappointed is because we are disorganized. And they love riding on that South Africans, they don't do what is good for them. So if they're not going to do what's good for them, then we are going to take advantage to benefit ourselves. That is what illegal foreigners are saying in this country. Please, I beg, spread the message to everybody. If you are 5 in the family, even the one that has given up on life, as long as they have a smartphone, give them the email address I'm going to show you, and then let them send. Just say no. Okay? So individuals, organizations, and community groups can submit written comments, which should include personal circumstances, lived experiences, and suggestions for future treatment of the permit. Did you notice something? They did not say only South Africans submit. They did not say that. No, they did not say that. That means this is invited to Zimbabweans and Lesotho people as well to make comments and listen to what they say. In your submission of your comments, you should include personal circumstances. What is your personal circumstance right now? You are unemployed. If you are unemployed, if you are working and you're busy also taking care of your siblings, their children, and other extended family members, you are affected. Therefore, you need to submit. Lived experiences. Are you enjoying your salary? Those of you who are working in the ivory tower? Are you? Yeah, to save money so that your loved ones that are unemployed, so that you don't keep sending money back home, you need to submit and tell them to also submit. And suggestions for future treatment of the permit. You say never again. That's the suggestion. We don't want ZEP again. It is dangerous to our economy. It's dangerous to the employment or lack of employment of South African citizens. It makes South Africans feel like second-class citizens in our own country. So no more. No more renewal, deport. See, I'm giving you some ideas. Now let's talk about the email address to submit. Send comments to, now this is in capital letters, ZEPLEP, all capital letters, one, you don't separate. ZEPLEP at, then small letters, DHA, Department of Home Affairs, but it's in acronym, .gov.za. Let me repeat, in bold letters, ZEPLEP at small letters, DHA.gov.za. I'm giving it to you like this because YouTube does not like links embedded, and I do not want to lose my channel because I embedded a link that is going to take you guys off the platform to another platform. So please, whatever you do, or you can do it the old-fashioned way, the snail mail. That is postal submission, mail to Department of Home Affairs, private bag X114, Pretoria, 0001. That's the code there. Let me repeat it. You are going to mail your handwritten submission like the old-fashioned way instead of an email to the Department of Home Affairs, private bag X114, Pretoria, 0001. Deadline is on the 22nd of June 2026. Okay, here's some key information for you to understand this whole ZEPLEP thing, especially the holders of it. Permit validity. The permits have been extended until 28 May 2027. So since it's been renewed, it's been extended to the Zimbabweans and Lesotho people till the 28th of May 2027. And earlier on, they said 29th. Okay, whichever way, it's just a date difference. So here's the thing with the person with a ZEPLEP, no deportation. Holders cannot be arrested, detained, or ordered to depart for not having a valid exemption certificate during the consultation period. So from now till the 28th, no Zimbabwean and no Lesotho person that holds ZEPLEP can be detained or even deported back to their country until it expires on the 28th of May 2026. Alternative visa. Now, alternative visa is for those that did not qualify for ZEP, but also those that are ZEP holders and then they still want to be comfortably living in South Africa and working jobs, basically. After the 28th of May 2027, they can apply for alternative visas. Holders are encouraged to regular. Okay, the Zulu in me is coming up and the coconut is not kicking in. Regularize their status by applying for mainstream visas under the Immigration Act, such as work visa, business visa, or spousal visas. Now, let's break that down. What does that mean? It means now a ZEP holder, the ZEP expires on the 28th of May 2027. Now, sounding as Teben, but Home Affairs is like, oh, well, you can, utilize other visas in the mainstream visa thing, such as work visa. They can apply for work visa, and a work visa, as we already know, and remember the white paper is still in the process. It's not a law just yet. So it still allows a Zimbabwean to be granted a work visa in South Africa and stays in South Africa until the white paper is it turned into an act. And that's how a Zimbabwean will lose their job, because to work in South Africa, according to the white paper, you need to have rare skills that we need. Working in a restaurant is not a rare skill. Driving an Uber is not a rare skill. Working in the garden is not a rare skill. Cleaning buildings, firms, factories is not a rare skill, and all of that stuff. So it goes goes away. Now we're inviting people who are going to add value to South Africa. Business visa. Business visa, of course, if they have 5 million rand to invest into the South African economy, then they can start businesses in South Africa and run those businesses with 60% of employees being South Africans. That is what will remain in the white paper proposal, which was, by the way, what's the word I'm looking for? Approved by cabinet. Or spousal visa. Now this one drives me up the wall, because if a Zimbabwean man has a child with a South African woman, he gets a spousal visa, and it lasts 2 years, by the way. So he can still stay in South Africa for 2 years. Do you think in the 2 years he's just going to be twiddling his thumbs? No, he's going to need work so that he can support the child. Once again, guess who is going to be thrown out in the cold to hang? Yes, you and the other people that are unemployed in South Africa. So I believe this one also falls part of the white paper. I think there's a special request that they need to fulfill. South African women, close your legs, please, to foreign nationals, especially those that are going to use you so that they can utilize spousal visas. Just don't save your country, for crying out loud. Upcoming consultations. So there are going to be public consultations. Fellow South Africans, please, I'm begging you, attend these so that your voice is heard. Attend it, because if you're not going to attend it, they will attend. Those NGOs will be right there to sway the Department of Home Affairs. And if the Department of Home Affairs doesn't see you, then it will say, okay, South Africans agree with, let's say, the Helen Suzman Foundation, or Scalabrini, or all of them, Scalabrini, Seri, as well as Kupanong, whatever nonsense. You understand what I'm saying? You have to physically drag yourself, if you have to, for the sake of the country and its future, your children. Some of y'all already have kids that started university. When they graduate, where do you think they are going to go to? So now that you know you have a child at university, and those of you who have children in matric, that should drag you out of the house. Even if you have to take a day off, go and attend these public consultations. In addition to written submissions, the Department of Home Affairs is hosting coconut, please kick in, oral representation sessions. So this is where now you say it with your mouth, no, and then you give circumstances, you suggest, you tell about your life experiences as an unemployed person, because somebody who's not supposed to be in there but you, say something. Please, I'm begging. Remaining scheduled in-person and virtual sessions as of May 2026. Reporting include, these are the places they are going to be: in Limpopo. They're going to be in Polokwane on the 10th of June, 2026. In person. That means you take your physical self there. Gauteng, Tshwane, on the 18th of June, 2026, also in person. And then the alternative is virtual sessions. So they're going to also hold virtual sessions. If you are at work, during your lunchtime, you can jump in and just say no. I'm saying no. And then you give your your black tax experience, because most of the people that are going to be virtual, they work. And black tax it's not playing games with a lot of us. So various dates in May 2026, including Limpopo and Gauteng. All right. So just find out where in Polokwane, what's the venue, as well as in Tshwane on the 18th of June 2026. Virtual sessions as well. Check, guys. Please check. You can check, right? Yeah. Check where these are going to be held. Now, Home Affairs is saying, please note, there was initial confusion in report, but the 22nd June 2026 date is explicitly referenced for written submissions in updated information. So the written public comments, your comments, the deadline is on the 22nd of June. But oral, here we go. Coconut came back and saved the day. Oral submissions, they are in person on the dates that I've already mentioned in Limpopo, Gauteng, and virtual. 10th, 18th, and the other one is throughout the month of May. Just find out when that is. Go to the website of Home Affairs. It should show you. I can't show you everything. I don't think I can show you everything. I'm bringing this to your attention. Fellow South Africans, can we stop complaining when we could have saved ourselves? This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. You need to grab it with both hands. Say no. We are not renewing ZAP. As a matter of fact, Zimbabweans need to pack up and go and build Zimbabwe. The potential is there. You could actually find yourselves directly competing for the superpower in SADC, probably on the African continent with South Africa. Staying here, you are just making matters worse for yourself. Anyways, guys, I thought let me come this morning and give you these news. This has been going on, by the way, since April, by the way. That is what I'm saying. NGOs that are really, really destroying South Africa, they've submitted. And these people, the Zimbabweans and the Lesotho people, because they are organized into community organizations and things of that nature, they've made the submissions already. And now yours, where are they? Nowhere to be found, guys. I'm begging you, do something to save yourself, your children, your siblings, your relatives, your community. Anyways, I will leave this video right here. Please enjoy your Friday. Can you believe it? We're on Friday already? Where is the week running to? Anyways, whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Please, whatever you do, again, be safe, take care of yourself, take care of your families, and definitely defend this country with everything you've got. Be jealous of your country this is an opportunity to guard your country jealously. All right. And we shall see each other later, I'm sure, definitely, because the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry, the colonel is not done. And I think he has a fundamental question to answer. What happened to the 300 million rand consignment that was busted on the 9th of July, 2021, if I'm not mistaken? He needs to tell us who got arrested, who got prosecuted for it, and why not? Anyways, because he says he's the investigating officer, so I'm interested to hear. Other than that, guys, goodbye.